long before Nigeria became Africa's most populous nation, before great cities, before European ships, before colonial borders. This land was already home to remarkable civilizations that changed African history forever. For thousands of years, people lived throughout the region that is now Nigeria. They hunted, they fished, they farmed, they traded. Generation after generation built communities closely connected to the rivers, forests, and grasslands that sustained them. Around 1000 BC, a remarkable civilization emerged in central Nigeria. Today we call them the Nok. They became some of the earliest people in sub-Saharan Africa to master iron technology. Their tools improved farming. Their craftsmanship spread throughout the region. Their beautiful terracotta sculptures remain among Africa's greatest artistic treasures. Over many centuries, powerful kingdoms rose across Nigeria. Some became centers of learning. Others became military powers. Many grew wealthy through trade, agriculture, skilled craftsmanship, and strong leadership. Although each kingdom followed its own traditions, together they helped shape one of Africa's richest cultural landscapes. Among Nigeria's greatest kingdoms stood Benin. Its capital amazed visitors with its organization, artistry, and engineering. Master craftsmen created bronze works that are still admired around the world centuries later. The kingdom became one of Africa's greatest centers of art and culture. Trade connected Nigeria to the wider African continent. Across deserts and rivers, merchants carried not only goods, but also languages, religions, technologies, and ideas that transformed societies throughout West Africa. By the late 15th century, Portuguese explorers reached the coast of West Africa. At first, they traded goods such as textiles, metal products, pepper, ivory, and other valuable commodities with local kingdoms. Over time, however, the Atlantic slave trade would become one of history's darkest chapters. Millions of Africans were forcibly taken across the Atlantic over several centuries. Many people from the region that is now Nigeria were among those who endured this tragedy, leaving lasting effects on families, societies, and the wider world. During the 19th century, British influence steadily expanded across the region. Trade increasingly shifted toward palm oil and other resources. Missionaries introduced Christianity to many communities, while Islam continued to flourish in northern regions. Railways, ports, and new systems of administration transformed daily life. But colonial rule also brought profound political and economic changes. In 1914, the British administration united the northern and southern protectorates into one colony called Nigeria. The new borders brought together hundreds of ethnic groups, languages, and cultures under a single colonial government. This diversity would later become one of Nigeria's greatest strengths, as well as one of its greatest challenges. Throughout the first half of the 20th century, Nigerians increasingly called for greater self-government. Political leaders, journalists, educators, traditional rulers, labor unions, and ordinary citizens all contributed to the growing movement for independence. On October 1st, 1960, Nigeria achieved independence from Britain. Across the country, people celebrated the birth of a new nation filled with hope and possibility. Only a few years after independence, political tensions and regional divisions led to the Nigerian Civil War from 1967 to 1970. The conflict caused immense suffering, displacement, and famine. When the war ended, the nation faced the difficult task of healing and rebuilding. Nigeria's vast oil reserves transformed the country's economy. Oil generated enormous wealth and accelerated development, yet it also brought new economic, environmental, and political challenges. Even so, Nigeria continued to grow into one of Africa's largest economies. Today, Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation and one of its most influential. Home to more than 250 ethnic groups and over 500 languages, it is celebrated for its rich cultural heritage, world-renowned music, dynamic film industry, entrepreneurial spirit, and growing technology sector. Like every nation, Nigeria continues to face important challenges, yet its people remain remarkably creative, resilient, and optimistic about the future. For thousands of years, the people of Nigeria have built kingdoms, created extraordinary works of art, traded across continents, endured hardship, and shaped history through resilience and innovation. From the ancient Nok civilization to the bustling cities of today, Nigeria's story is one of remarkable diversity, determination, and renewal. Its history continues to unfold with every new generation. History isn't just about the past. It's the story of how we got here. Join History Tune as we discover the next nation's incredible journey.